So the first thing I do is just give it a quick look over for dust spots. I don't think there's any now because I just had my sensor cleaned, but I have been doing some lens changes, so let's just have a quick look. And put it on the spot healing brush in case I need it. No, looking pretty good. Okay, and I'll take you down. Okay, yeah, and this is one spot I'd like to darken just a bit more. There's a bit too much white in there, so we'll see if we can add a filter over that area. Also, when you do this at 100%, it gives you a good chance to check over your picture and see where you can improve it and things like that. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah. No dust spots, and I don't think I'm going to get any down here. No, if there's a dust spot in here, it'd be almost hard impossible to pick out. Okay, and besides, I know there's not, so I've already gone over it. I spent a lot more time on the original picture than I am now. Okay, let's just do a little bit of levels here. And okay, I want to just see if we can brighten up the overall picture. Let's see what difference that makes. Okay, I'm just looking right in here for now. So I like that. So we're gonna, on our mask here, gonna do Command or Control I. It's gonna turn it into a black mask. We're gonna change this so we have white. I'm gonna use this one here, or you can use the shortcut key X. We have a white brush. The square bracket keys will enlarge it. And what I want to do is just come in here on, oh wait a minute, I don't want to do that, I forgot. I got busy talking and not thinking. Okay, yeah, 30%, we might go up to 50, make it a bit faster. I usually build things up a lot slower than this, but well, for the sake of the video, I'm going to do it a bit faster. And we're just going to come in here, and I just want to brighten these areas up a bit there. That's good. Now I also want to brighten up these waves a bit, so we're going to do another one. And this time I'm going to mainly look at the waves so I get them sort of where I want them. And yeah, about there. And so just looking at those breakers there, yeah, that'll brighten them up. And again, Command or Control I, make a black mask. I'm going to just reduce this a bit, and then we're just going to come in and paint over. Yeah. And maybe just a bit there, and some in there. And yeah, I'm going to just, sunlight would have been hitting these, so yeah, that's pretty good. And if you make a mistake, it's just Command or Control Z will take you back. So don't ever worry about stuff like that. So, and I'm going to give just, let's just going to turn this down a bit here. I want to come down to around 10, 11. And just a little bit of spots there, lighten it up a bit more. Okay, that's fairly good there. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Now I want to work on this part here. This is way too bright, so I'm going to add a filter to it. So you come in, Got a number of filters here. I think probably the warming 85 was the one I used last. This will stay on your last filter that you had. So we can come down to yellow. I can increase the intensity of it, whatever I want. Let's go to warming 85 where I had last time. Now I can just increase the intensity of this. And mainly what I'm looking at again is just this area right in here. So there's 100 and yeah, it's about, I like that there. Okay, and then again we turn our mask into a black one, so Command or Control I. That brings us back here, and with a white brush, and we are on 11%. I will do this one slowly, just build this up. And a bit over there. And maybe even hit these just a bit in the clouds. Maybe that. And up here. Just to emphasize that color a bit. Okay, how much of a difference did that make? Not bad. I'm going to just increase the flow a little bit. And I just want to get this spot right there. Just so it's not white. Yeah, there was a big gap in the clouds right there, so that's good. And then I'm going to take it back a bit. Again, around 5%. And I just want to bring some color into this water here. And maybe a little bit on the rocks there. Let's see, put a little bit on the top here. And a little bit more there. Okay, that should have it. Now this is pretty much done, except there's one thing I always love to do to my photos, especially this, or I always give it a try. And I have it set up on an action, but this time I'm going to walk you through it to show you how. Or actually, maybe I'll just do the action first to see what it's going to look like. Okay, so this is an action I made. It's just called Autumn Effect. Gives it a nice little glow and a lot of contrast. And basically, there we go. Okay, yeah, so that's not bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll redo this one again now. So just take this, drag it down to trash bin. Okay, so the way you do this effect is you hold down Shift, Alt, Option, and Command, or Control, Command, and then E. And what that does is it stamps all of these layers into one layer and puts everything into this one layer here. Now we go up to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and I got it set at 21.9 radius. That's where I had it before. You can adjust this to you want. If you have a larger megapixel camera, mine's 24 I believe, you can make it larger. If you have a smaller one, you can make it smaller. The thing is, just try it, see what you get. So adjust this, and that's the amount of blur. Click OK. And now we got this. And then come into, so you got a blurry picture. Come into your blending mode. Set on normal now. I usually go to overlay, but if you want to use soft light, hard light, or any of these, you can. But let's try overlay. Now you notice it's way too dark. Okay, in my action there, if you notice, I also had the opacity way down to about 50 or so. And I usually 49 is where I'm programmed to come in. So now I can just take this back and we'll just reduce it a bit more. Not bad. Okay, and then off and on. Okay, now some of these are still a bit too dark and grungy, so we'll just add a mask to it. And then with a black brush, we'll change that. And we'll go up to 35, 30%. That's good. Increase my brush size. And then all I'm going to do is just go over and take it out of some of these areas here. And because we're painting on a white mask, means I'm using a black brush. And how does that look? Yeah, and just a little bit more there. And it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I like that there. And so that basically does this. I'm going to take it back into Photoshop. So I'm going to flatten this. So flatten image. And then we just come up to File and then Save. Or you can do a Save As. It's up to you. And you can see on the bottom of the screen there, right here, it's saving. And as soon as it's done saving, you can close that off. And we'll just get out of Photoshop. And here's loading this picture here. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to crop it. And I notice also there's a bit of clipping here now, so we're just going to take the highlights down just a tad. Alright, and now I'll go up to crop, and basically it's the top and the bottom I want to crop off a bit. So we'll go, I think the last time I did this was a 16 by 9 too. Okay, and you notice this one here with the 1/3 line is almost bang on the horizon, so that's perfect. So I'm going to leave that there. I don't want to move it off to your horizon. Usually your photo should be in thirds. So the top third is sky and the bottom 2/3 because we have so much foreground detail in it. So just click done. That's it. And let's see, maybe and this one, I don't know, add a bit of vignetting to it. Might help. I don't think I need much. Let's just try that. Let's see how we do. Yeah, you can just see a bit of darkening in the corners and that. And then, like I said last time, what I always like to do is hit the F key, sit back and take a look, see how the image looks. There we are. That's not bad. And that is it. And check the borders. Make sure there's nothing there that you don't like. Yep, so they're pretty close. Not too bad. Slight different. Every time you edit something, I always find it's slightly different than when I'd done it before. So, okay, well, I hope you guys picked some stuff up out of this. So, anyway, this does this part. Alright, that does the editing portion of this video. I hope you found that interesting. There was a bit of Lightroom involved in there and some other stuff in camera calibration, which is calibration now. But I hope you found it interesting, you're able to learn something out of it, and enjoyed it. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, well, don't bother giving me a thumbs up, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, you guys have a good day, and we'll see you on my next video. Bye.